Okay guys, another video. Alright, so nice red oak, okay? I'm gonna drop the tree kind of past my phone. Same thing as always, open face notch, 70-degree opening or bigger. Make my notch opening size, which would be my hinge length. If it's 18 inches, 80% of 18 inches, what? 14 and a half. Off my head, that's about what it is, 14.4, something like that. Okay? So if it's 18 inches, then that means that my hinge thickness can be no more than 1.8. So in this, in all honesty, I make this an inch. It just doesn't need to be any more than that. It's a red oak, it's not the greatest, it's not a white oak, but it'll hold enough where it's going. I'm probably gonna stick a wedge in the back. I'm looking at the tree, okay? This is the good side of the tree. This is the bad side of the tree over here. This is the bad side, okay? So I'm gonna set my notch on this side. I'm gonna look down the sights of my saw, and right here, hopefully you can see this black line. This is the sights, called the sights in the saw. I'm gonna sight the saw. I'm gonna make my down cut first, and I'm gonna make my bottom cut. At that point, I'm gonna go to that side because that's the bad side of the tree. And I'm gonna bore in no more than halfway through the tree, and I'll bore straight out the back. I'll set my hinge, or set my notch, or, geez, it's been a rough day. I'll set a wedge over there, then I'll come to this side, I'll bore in from this side, go straight out the back, make sure everybody's clear, and then snip, click, and go. So, I have a pretty good escape route right here. I don't think you can see the skidder. We're right past the back of the skidder, it's wide open. So, that's what we're gonna do. The one thing I'm gonna show you in this video is and I've had a couple of people ask me this now, is how do you stay level, okay? So there's actually two ways to stay level, all right? So one way is when I have my saw, when I'm looking down on my saw, you see this line? If this line is one way or another, it's gonna be tilted. So if you're looking straight down, that's how you know that you're level as far as cutting your notch in, the bottom of your notch. When I start my bore cut though, I'll lay my bar right on the bottom of my notch and then just pull it out. Just pull back and then bore in. So I'll snip the edge of my the sapwood here, and just enough maybe into the cambium layer, and then bore in. That's how you keep it level. So it's really not hard. In all honesty, when you've done it as long as I have, and you know, and a lot of other people, that's just, you just know how to do it. Again, last thing, we always notch trees. Always. We always have a hinge. There is no notch trees. We always have a hinge straight across. There's no reason to do it any otherwise. Okay? I do bore in through the notch unless I need to. If this 20-inch bar will not fit from both sides, then I'll do that. If it will, there's no reason to bore in through it because I'm going to cut that area again. There's no reason to cut it another time. All right? And the last thing is, and I see this so often, two hands on the saw, all right? This hand around the handlebar, this hand, okay, around your throttle lock, all right? Your thumbs are around. Never take your hands off the saw. I say this time and time again, most powerful hand tool on the face of the planet. I see guys out here holding a saw like this and working, say it's safe. It's not safe. In no way, shape, or form is it safe to take your hand off the saw. You don't know how many people that I have talked to or have seen that have been cut or actually watched people hurt or fatally hurt because of a violent kickback. It has a handlebar and a handle for a reason. Use them both, okay? So, enough said about that. I know there's guys out there that like to, it really looks cool to put your hand up here. It really looks cool to put both hands down here. No reason to do it. A hand on each one, okay? What would you tell your kids when they're riding their motorcycle for the first time or their bike? Both hands on the handlebar, right? Yeah, okay? Problem is these are a heck of a lot more dangerous. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. Okay, so here we go. 500i, take down this 18-inch red oak. Should be a pretty easy one. And I'm gonna try to drop it right past my phone. Maybe it'll look kind of cool. Okay, hopefully it won't smash my phone. My wife will kill me. Setting my wedge, this side over here. So hold this side up a little bit. I don't have to put it directly behind my notch. I can put it in the back a little bit. Oh, this tree's gonna go. It's not gonna be that, I might have to hit the wedge a few times, but I'll stick it in the back on this side. Okay, guys, so you see, tree didn't fall, right? It's cut off. So gotta pound this wedge in a little bit further. Okay, it's slightly windy out here today, so I don't know if maybe that's what's held up because it looks like it wants to go. But out here, it's crazy. Sometimes you think they go, and they go, or sometimes you think they'll go and they won't. Vice versa. So, okay, pound the wedge in. Always put your face shield down. Always put this face shield down before you pound that wedge in. Have to put another wedge in. Didn't go nearly as easy as I thought. So that's all right. I already have one wedge in there. If I wouldn't have put that wedge in there, we might have been in trouble. Wind is really blowing now. Notice I'm not leaving. I'm staying right here. I want to know what the safest spot is. It's right here. Okay? The wind hasn't blown this way all day long. It's really not blowing hard. It's just coming up this valley a little bit. Okay, so now, what do we do? Panic, right? No, never panic. Okay, now we're going to use 2 wedges. Figures as soon as I start a video, the wind actually starts blowing. It's blowing a little wee bit, but not bad. So, okay, see you later. All right. Hopefully that was cool, guys. Okay. Once again, I didn't panic. I stayed right with it the whole time. I honestly thought the tree would go with just 1 wedge in it. It didn't, and that's life. No big deal. You don't leave the tree. You don't go back running over there towards my landing. You don't do anything crazy. Okay? So, I'm going to show you now. All right, so here's my notch opening here. Okay? Get this stuff out of here. This is my notch opening. Okay, so this is my notch opening here. All right, so I cut this open. There's no bypass here, not at all. As you can see in the front, the front just folds over. The back is what breaks off. Okay, so I bored. You can see where I bored into here, halfway through. Then I come out to the back, and actually what I did was I stuck my bar out back here. Okay, so I have this whole side over here holding. That wasn't, if it would have been leaning a lot worse, I probably wouldn't have do that. It just come straight back out. But I was able to keep it level. So I come there, and then I just, not really bored, I just cut the whole way to the front, and I set my hinge. My hinge a little thick right there, but you know, roughly a 1-inch hinge the whole way across. There is no, this is directional falling, and with directional falling, when you have the hinge the entire way across, gives you 100% the best control. Anybody that says not they don't know what they're talking about, and I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Okay, this is the whole way across. This is what steers my tree the whole way across. As you can see the butt. See the butt right there? Okay, I don't have any fiber pulls. I'm cut right up behind. Okay, this steers the whole tree. Now, what would happen if let's say that the tree was a little bit hollow or something like that? Well, that's because we cut, you know, this far, the whole way across. Okay, and I make my notches big enough to know that I overcompensated. I only needed 14.4, and honestly, I probably have over 20 on the butt right there. So, I know it's a little bit complicated, guys, in some ways, but I'm really anal about how my stump looks and doing it right, okay? And I just see guys that they just, you know, like instead of leaving this symmetrical the whole way across, they'll leave it real wide on this side. Well, if you actually think that works, and this side over here is going to pull it, leave it wide on this side and take it to a point down there. And when it goes the same way you wanted it to go, you'll find out that doesn't work. This works. Okay, same width the whole way across. Okay, this is what Soren taught us so many years ago, and really, Soren Erickson really he redefined the login industry. Without him, I don't know where we'd be, because the man saw what we need to do to be safe. And in all honesty, what we were doing was not safe at all. Okay, so I still wish more guys would wear their PPEs and all that, but you know, some people they just don't listen. It is what it is. So okay, guys, I hit that little birch tree there. I will cut that down. As you can see, this red oak here has some major issues. I don't know if you can see down here. The gypsy moss have absolutely wreaked havoc on this forest. I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to say gypsy moss, spongy moss. So see all the dead limbs? Hopefully you can see that. Let me clean off my lenses here. Try that. So, dead limbs all over the place. So I put it right where I wanted it to go, guys. And now I'm gonna get down there. I'm not climbing in and out of that mountain laurel. That's nasty stuff. So I'll mark my logs off, and then I don't know if I'll get a stick of wood, a stick of paper wood out of the top or not, but you know, whatever it is, that's for sure. This tree is a little bit shook, but it's not that bad. Looking at it right now, first log's going to be a 10-footer. It's got a few issues. It's got some spider shake in it. Okay. Overall, it's not that bad. It's just a saw log. In no way is that a veneer tree or an export log or anything like that. So, guys, if you have any questions, if you want to see anything at all, you know, just comment and let me know what you think. A few people will call me, you know, my friends and stuff call me and say, hey, do this, do that. You know, comment on the video, tell me what you think about it, you know, all that. If you want to see anything else, you know, I don't know what there is. I'm here by myself right now. So there's a skidder. I don't know what to tell you. you, but that pulls the logs out. So, you know, just be safe out there, guys. It's just so important, so important, you know, to know you're doing things right. And, you know, as I'll say it again, if you're a homeowner and you need a tree cut, get a logger to come do it. And, you know, even if they might not do it exactly like I want it done like this, but if they've been logging long enough, the chances are they can get the tree down safely, okay? And you know, for you as a homeowner, I hear it all the time, oh, I've cut 100 trees. You know, well, I don't cut any real big ones, I cut the smaller ones. Guys, that's an 18-inch tree. And that little soft maple right there is about an 8-inch tree. That will kill you graveyard dead as fast as that will, okay? So, it's just food for thought. I'm really passionate about safety. I try to do the best I can, and you know, this is a brotherhood out here. We really need to stick together for all them loggers. So, all right, guys. Hey, God bless y'all. Have a good day. You know, I guess we'll see you on the next one. This is the second video I made today. It's just kind of bored, so what the heck. But all right, comment, like, subscribe. Talk to you all later.